we discussed this, and I said, we want to do a lot of things aside from just rom-com. Maybe we can do some comedy or some action. But if we're going to do a rom-com, the leading ladies I'd like to work with would be like a lot of. There are so many other actresses that I'd like to work with also.
Why not? Hey.
Hi, Ricky.
Hi, Richard. How are you?
Good, good, good.
How
Nice
can
to
you
see you again.
You look very healthy. Yeah?
Thank you.
Anyway, Richard, we'll go direct to the point. How's your contract with GMA? Is it exclusive? What are the do's and don'ts? Your first show, Kapuso.
For GMA for TV,
Uh,
but they're willing to share me with other when it comes to movies. So now I am under GMA Artist Center and being co-managed by my manager Kate Valenzuela also.
Okay, so Richard, para bang it took a little while before you decided to sign up with GMA. Am I correct?
Actually, pandemic, I think things were delayed. Because I actually got an offer from GMA last year for a show, but I was doing something else that time, so I couldn't commit yet. And then this year, everything came to a stop because of the pandemic. So parang wala nangyari during the whole year. So now that things are slightly getting back to a little bit normal, that's the time that we were able to see each other and talk about signing up with GMA.
So was that offer? Did that offer come before the elections or right after the election? That's last year. No?
Just last year. No, it was a year after last year. No, mga 6 months after the elections. I think mga December na eh.
December. So that was more or less 3 months before the lockdown.
Yes.
So anyway, I wrote about you when you ran for Congressman of Cebu.
Yeah.
Actually, I picked up the story from Freeman. And did you say that you were quitting showbiz?
Actually, I said if I win, I may have to, because I may not be able to do both things at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's what I said.
So it's good for the industry that you didn't win, because otherwise the industry would have lost to politics, no? So you didn't. Did ABS offer you any renewal of contract when your contract expired, or what happened to your contract with ABS? It expired before the elections, right?
Yes, I didn't renew because I was running. So that's what happened. I didn't renew first because I knew I wouldn't be able to fulfill my contract if ever I started campaigning, and just in case if I did win the elections, I would not be able to do the contract, fulfill the contract. So that's why we didn't renew at that time.
Okay. So did they make an offer after the elections?
We didn't talk about. We wanted to be freelance first, and my management said that mag-freelance muna kami. And since we were still being offered a serie at that time, we were okay with that.
What was the offer, the GMA offer last year for a show? What kind of show was that? A one-shot deal or a series or what?
It was a teleserye also, but we didn't go into details because I said, well, we couldn't get it anyway. We couldn't grab the chance anyway, so we had to decline.
But Richard, I knew that you were going to be a Kapuso when you guested as the judge in Bawat Judgmental. That was several weeks ago. Parang yun ang clue, di ba? Ay, ano na si Richard. In fact, you have an avid fan in Pinky Fernando.
Yeah.
Avid fan talaga yan. Kulit ng kulit
Yeah,
sa in Richard. Oh. So, that was the clue already. Sabi ko, he will be a Kapuso. And a welcome addition to the Kapuso lineup.
Pero Ricky, at that time, we weren't even talking about being part of GMA yet. It was just a guesting talaga at that time. So I didn't know that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Before I go to the next question, I just want to comment you're so well groomed and well kept, and you're looking so flawless. How do you keep it?
Well, just exercise, diet, and try to sleep as much as I can.
Okay. So next question is, what did you learn from your brief stint in politics? Did you have a second thought about going into politics, or?
Um, Actually, we wanted to do something for the country. I wanted to bring change to the country, especially how it's run by politicians who think of it as their own kingdom. But unfortunately, I learned that good intentions are not enough because people still look for money when it comes to politics. So, well, we'll have to change we have to educate the people that the 500 pesos that they get is going to cost them years of suffering. Instead of voting for someone who gives you money, why don't you vote for someone who will make your life better, who is thinking about how to give you ways to earn your own money?
Ang mura pala ng votes, 500.
Well, it ranges, depends on
Yes.
depends on where you are. Minsan may mas mahal.
Oh, so the bigger the place, the more national, the bigger. Anyway, Richard, so did you run as independent at that time?
No, actually, I was with PDP Laban.
Oh, what if 2 years from now, somebody, a billionaire, offers to finance your candidacy? Would you change your mind about running again?
Well, we'll have to see because the passion for doing something is still there. There are so many things that need to be done that aren't being done by all these politicians who are in power. So I hope that if not me, there will be other people who will step up also and try to, I wish that there were like-minded people who would run just to make this country better.
Richard, this pandemic has afforded you and other families time to be together, something that they couldn't do pre-pandemic. So,
Yes.
how was life been during this pandemic? How were you as a father, as a husband, as a family man?
Well, I think it really brought us a lot closer to each other because we were together almost 24 hours a day. We would just sit at the dining table, and throughout the whole day we were just there. We weren't cooped in a room, so we were just talking and doing all these things that couldn't do while I was still working. So it really gave us a lot of time to be together. I guess that was really a blessing for all of us.
Did you have any pastime to avoid being bored? To avoid
Well,
society and and all these things?
yeah, since we couldn't go out, I upgraded my gym so that I could work out at home.
So now that you're Kapuso, Richard, well, I presume that you watch Kapuso shows also, no, aside from your own at ABS. What
Yes.
kind of shows in GMA sort of you found interesting?
I don't really watch a lot of TV. Even when I was doing my own shows, I don't really watch a lot of other teleseries and all that. I mostly watch the news, and then sometimes I get to watch a little bit of what's on at that time, but I don't really follow whether it was the former network or now. I don't really follow any show, but I've seen some shows like yung Encantadia. So
So one more question, Richard. What kind of shows do you haven't talked about what will be your first Kapuso show, and who are the leading ladies that you look forward to working with?
yeah, we discussed this, and I said, we want to do a lot of things aside from just rom-com. Maybe we can do some comedy or some action. But if we're going to do a rom-com, the leading ladies I'd like to work with would be like Harte Panglista, Marian
Mhm.
Rivera,
Mhm.
um, uh, Solen Yusaf, Jeneline Mercado, Lovie Poe, Rian Ramos.
Mhm.
A lot of there are so many other actresses that I'd like to work with also.
Why not all of them for your
Yeah,
initial?
why not?
The maybe ang plot daw nag-aagawan sila sa iyo. Maganda 'yun, 'di ba? Pinag-agawan ko tong five ladies na banggit mo. Maganda 'yon. So anyway, Richard, congratulations, and you have anything to say to your fans? I've been looking forward to seeing you again in whatever network you will appear. Say something to your fans.
Um, yes, to all my fans and supporters, this is still the same Richard Yap here, but you're going to be seeing something different here in Kapuso. We're going to be doing a lot of other series which you might not be familiar with, but I'm we'll be sure to give you a good show that it's going to be worth watching. So please watch out for us here at GMA 7.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank
Sintosa.
you.